the local government elections that took place after End Bad Governance, because of the leading role they played on the street in mobilizing people. And that's part of what I was talking about, how we weave both the electoral and the broader non-electoral aspects of our revolutionary struggle together. See what I'm saying? So it is not correct that things have just taken a dive. And also, you see, when you look at there's what we call a global moment, the global situation at each point in time. You also have this mixture of things globally. Someone like a Trump emerging again. You know what I'm saying? The rise of right wing in Sweden, in France, but at the same time, in each of these two, you are seeing resistance. You see the anti-ICE protests, in the US. You saw the United Front against fascism in France, and so revolution and counter-revolution are like two Siamese twins who are tied together at the hip. These conjoined twins. Mm-hmm. And it's like this indigenous Americans saying that in each validation and registration, organized protest on free speech and all that. But generally, the public focus is on the electoral part of, because protest is also politics, right? Protest is a form of politics. It's a politics of defiance, But greater focus is on, and that is why it seems that, between 2020, look at it, 2019 was when the revolution was launched. 2020, we had SARS. This ran into 2021. Then by 2022, electoral process of 2023 has started. Greater focus was on elections. The following year after 2023 was 2024. 2024, you had internship, you had end bad governance. I don't think it's a bad report sheet. There's still a lot to be done, but there's a lot that has been done. Then we also need to look at the electoral politics of defiance in totality. It's not only protest. Mm-hmm. It also includes strikes. And part of what I think we should do is also strengthen our relations with rank and file workers. Part of also even happened recently. I agree with people that said you can't say police are workers in the strict sense of the word, because the institution of policing is part of the state. In fact, it is a key institution of the state that is used to repress people. But a lot of the police people are drawn from, peasant home, working class home. Then they are conditioned to serve as machines for carrying out the will of the ruling class. But be that as it may, when you look at most places where you have had revolutions, you have had sections of either the military or the police cross over to the popular side. Look at Russia in 1970, you even had Soviets of sailors and soldiers. Look at Portugal in 1975, the Carnation Revolution. Look at even 2011 in Egypt. One of the reasons why the deep state felt that, look, we had to kick out Mubarak, they had to kick out Mubarak, was that they realized that some of the soldiers in Tahrir were refusing to obey their commands. And the TIP was able to, I don't know, do you even know there was, at the time, a police officer strike in Nigeria in 2002, and revolutionaries played a catalytic role in bringing that about. Now, see what Sowore and TIB with the TIB did just 2 weeks back. Results. These are all evidence of the fact that things are going on. No, a lot more needs to be done. And I would want to stress that I agree with a lot of cheating on my main man and all that. But I don't, that might not be how I mean it, but I'm fiercely feminist. And some of what I think is that the issue of women that maybe their husband do not give them, I mean, what are we talking about? So, I mean, it's not, there are men and there are women at the battlefront of yeah. In fact, for me, I feel very proud of seeing women that are taking back. I saw that, when this struggle started, even 7 years back, the building of taking back, some have even, gotten married, had kids, and they're still out there in the front. You understand? So I think that the issue of whether one's husband or one's wife wants one down, there might be a subtle, even if not intended, sense of patriarchal dimensions to the, and even the issue of the family. I agree of family is important, but if going beyond family, I think we need to center class in all this. And there is even the need to, and he did say that there's some form of democratization of within the family itself too. We need it to be, the father should not be a dictator, you should try to have consensus discussions, but most importantly is to center class. That look, because the thing is, even the rich, even the exploiter.
Yeah, are we still very much connected to the host and our co-host, Village Headmaster? It seems as though we have lost connection, or is it just me?
No.
Wow, we seems to be having some technical glitch, but maybe we should keep the conversation going from this side of things, because I understand that we are currently streaming on many platforms, and that could be very very challenging, considering the circumstances. Yeah, I think let's have Engineer Sani. Are you there, Engineer Sani? Please.
Yes.
Keep it
Uh,
brief, and the co-host can join us any moment from now. So we just reconnect. So make it as brief as possible,
all
and
right.
yeah.
All right. All right. My dear comrades, our leaders, and the ever vocal Baba,
Yeah.
the
Engineer
brilliant
Sani, please,
Representative.
Engineer Sani, please. Can you pause, please, Engineer Sani, please? I think we are back. We are back. Sorry.
Periods when the old refuses to die. That is socially, the oppressive old. But the new is not strong enough to be born. And he said that in that period, you have morbid symptoms. You have a lot of bullshit, nonsense, You have the kind of Donald Trump, you have the kind of Bola Tinubu, you have the kind of fascism arising, Even the way nationality, self-determination politics, you see how, all these are part of the morbid symptoms. But for revolutionaries, it is even within such situations of confusion more than ever that we should be clear, because when you talk of our role with the masses, as Chidi said, look, it is not for us to liberate the masses. And actually, the masses are not even just waiting for us to liberate. You saw what happened, the Suleja Mina, I will repeat again. But the thing is, our role as catalysts is to bring clarity to their struggle. Not in the sense of telling them that I don't Sabina like this, no. But to show them that, look, We need to take this struggle beyond this bus stop to a terminus of liberation. Otherwise, it will be effort in futility. Some of those on the reformist side limit the trajectory, the journey of the masses to those of just some bus stops of crops. That is what being revolutionary is. It's about educating the people and giving a sense of direction of the ultimate goal. But the educator must be educated. A person who won't give sign of the ultimate direction suppose get sense of direction himself, ourselves, and themselves. So these are the challenges for us at this moment in organizing for revolution. I see Ewati has been around. Ewati, I hope you still there. So yeah.
Yeah, Comrade Ewati, you're welcome. We've been longing for your presence and your voice on this great day of our Revolution Now anniversary. It's tagged 50th anniversary on X, but I think it's 2019 till 2025 now. It should be 6 years, yes?
Yes,
6 years. Yes. It's not easy. We've tried, and the struggle continues. So, Comrade Ewati, we would like to hear from you. So just make your introduction, speak to the topic a little. Then maybe we'll just take one or two questions from X, and we'll probably round it up. It's supposed to be like 2 hours. I think we'll be near an hour, because we had some technical glitch from the beginning. So maybe we'll have like an hour left. So let's take you, Comrade Ewati, then we'll take some questions from X.
Okay, thank you so much, comrades. Good evening, comrades. It's good to be with people of like mind tonight. My brothers and sisters in struggle. Bye-bye. Good evening, sir. Thanks for giving us an insight, an historical insight. And good evening, Dr. Chidi, our able Director General. Let me use this medium to wish each and everyone a revolutionary anniversary. It's been 6 years since we made a book step to freedom. We dare the dreadful and challenge and question the unquestionable. Yes, on the 5th of August 2019, 6 years ago, Nigeria witnessed a massive turnout of protests. Despite the threats. In fact, despite Omoyele Shore's arrest, 2 days before the slated date, Nigeria remained unbowed and unshaken. They came out for the protests, and the rest was history. And our non-negotiable demands from 6 years ago and subsequent years was clear. We wanted justice, we wanted reforms, we wanted new ideas, and over the years we've been demanding for an end to mismanagement, an end to hardship, an end to misappropriation, police brutality, lack of infrastructures and basic amenities. Yeah, and we've also demanded for a fix to our bad roads. Yes, and bad economy, educational system, failed leadership, and all. What have we even not demanded for? We demanded for an end to impunity, end to justice meted on the common people. There is nothing we have not demanded for. In fact, we've demanded for an end to the old voting system as a whole. And even as we speak, we are still demanding for an increment in police salaries. I know some people are of the opinion that we should not concern ourselves with police affairs, but trust me, an injustice to one is to one. And really, Nigeria is happening to everyone right now. Nigeria is happening to everyone. It is happening to the rich, the poor, the investors, celebrities, politicians, even their own allies, their own political allies. We've heard of the attack on Senator Natasha Koti of Kogi State. Now everybody they collect to this time around. If you are not for them, you are totally against them without any inch. So it is very necessary for us to come together, because That is the only way we can survive. I was 17 when I participated in my first protest, and I was just 19 when we had the days of rage 6 years ago. And at that age, I knew what it means to speak on political issues, because these are the issues that affect our day-to-day activities. I knew how much I wanted a change, a new Nigeria that would work for me as a student then, and even as a human being, as a citizen of Nigeria. I know some people would rather, just be on their own, soak their gari, or just play their belt, Nigeria, play their tools. They are coming to the street to speak against the system that affects them. But really, we should remember that there are some people out there that cannot even afford to soak this gari. There are some people out there that do not have a roof over their head. There are some people out there who are just, it's like if we say they are just living from hand to mouth, it's just an understatement. There are a lot of beggars right now in Nigeria. There are a lot of beggars. We work here left and right, but seeing beggars. So we should be able to, let's just come together and fight for a life where we can become someone without knowing anyone. Let's fight for a nation where you won't have to say school as scam, because of unemployment, because that's the trend these days. That is the trend. School as scam, school as scam, school as scam. Organizing for a revolution has become a historical duty of consciousness. We now live in a country where terrorists are forgiven, celebrated, and given opportunities, while citizens seeking for a better country are being prosecuted day and night. People are being arrested, protesters are being rounded up, arrested, harassed and penalized. So we're getting there. So we'll continue to fight the oppressors who want us to remain in the chains they created for us. And I believe that together we can do it. There is a saying that freedom comes by struggle. And also protest is our constitutional right. Constitutional human rights. I know that giving out that right is like giving out our birthrights. So we no longer want a Nigeria where terrorists are being negotiated with while protesters are being persecuted. Whenever we want to come out for a protest, they start running letter scatter. You would see them issuing statements, this, that, blah, blah, blah. They will try their possible best to silence us, and they've made several attempts to silence the consciousness of the. Hopefully, they failed. The likes of like Take It Back movement, we are still there pushing, talking, holding them to account, and one would ask what has changed after all this year. We keep moving from frying pan to fire, from Buhari to Tinubu. It would have been worse than this without people are running to the likes of Sowore. People are always messaging him, this is what is happening here, come to our aid, and all of that. Without conscious people, who a lot of people are running to, without people who are constantly advocating for change, without people who continue to organize and sensitize people, who continue to hold oppressors to account. And in the days of Martin Luther King, he could have kept quiet, but I also could have kept quiet. Baba, you could have kept quiet. When Sowore could have kept quiet, enjoying himself in the US while he keeps sending, all is well, it is well, to us in Nigeria in the face of our own adversaries. But he left his comfort zone, came down to Nigeria, a decision he made that has cost him so many things, a lot of things. If you start mentioning it, we won't live here tonight. When I was in school, some people will be like, if you talk against the government, they will just kill you for nothing, and that will be the end. Like, as if I was one chicken or one fowl like that. I hear this a lot, but trust me, it's just a flimsy excuse. The system itself is directly and indirectly killing people. So why should I wait till I get killed by insecurity just because I'm scared to be killed by the government for speaking up or for speaking against them. Comrades, for how long do we continue to keep quiet about the things that matter? I know that our lives depends or our life ends when we keep quiet on these issues that affect us. For me, I believe a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Just speak out and you will know how powerful your voice can be. Because I've practiced it when I was a student on OAU campus. And it worked for me. It worked for us. Yes, it did. There were days that we just with an article, the VC is already shaking. There was a time we protested on campus. We shut down the school. The school was not even on our own campus. It was a center of distance learning. And the next day, we were protesting for something else. But because of the force we pulled and what we did the previous day, and I think we protested and we had quite a numbers. And the next day, the people went for the protest. For something else, they were just three in numbers. Trust me, the VC ran all the way from the Senate building to the gate to meet them. He was scared because he already heard of what happened the previous day. So just speak out and you will know how powerful your voice can be. In TIB, we did not preach a bloody revolution, but we've had people rise to the government protesting in the last 6 years. And I still repeat it everywhere. And I'm even happy Baba Aye mentioned it earlier that it was NSAS it was August 5, it was TIB that paved the way for NSAS. And really, I still repeat it everywhere I go, that August 5 protest indeed paved the way for NSAS that happened in 2020. Because when consciousness was low across the nation, men were marching, sensitizing and conscientizing people that this is what we should do. This was the foundation NSAS protest leaned on in 2020. Because people have been out there, going here and there. Because prior to NSAS, we had quite a number of activities. On the street protesting. After protest, we'll go back to the streets. During the protest, we get attacked. Then after the protest, we'll still go back to the same streets, sensitizing the people, calling them out, come out, talk. These are the issues affecting us. What is your own opinion about it? Let's go together. Let's, meet them. Let's confront them. This and that. We did this for months before NSAS happened in 2020. The people came out. In fact, during the NSAS, people came out because they've been watching us. They saw our bravery, our boldness. I remember I call it Erase Saga. There was a time when, we were sensitizing them. We were doing it from one town to another in Osun State, from Oshogbo to Ire. So it was Ire's turn, and we went to Ire for sensitization program. We were done with the sensitization, and on our way back to Oshogbo, we got arrested, transferred to Oshogbo, the same Oshogbo we were going, we transferred to Oshogbo, the headquarters, state CID. We got beaten, I was beaten blue-black by a deputy commissioner of police. I was battered, but after then we did NSAS, but after NSAS, we faced continuous attacks. We did not wage war, but we just because we came to speak truth to power, they were all out for our heads. And because of that, we were not discouraged. We kept moving, kept pushing. And that was when I knew that we were doing something great. We were pushing for a change in which they are scared of. Because if they are not, they won't be attacking us this much. The government is scared of people who are really conscious. They will try to, tread carefully around you, but they are still, I think they are still taking advantage of our division, actually. Okay. And that's why we have to come together with one voice. Let us keep asking questions, demanding for a better Nigeria. Let's keep organizing ourselves. And organized people's movement is very, very necessary. It's very, very necessary. And Yeah, on this note, I would just like to say our revolution is good, our revolution is brave, our revolution is progressive. Let's not be discouraged. Yeah, let's not be discouraged. Nothing shall discourage us. Alita continue.
Thank you so much, Comrade Ewati. It's a sumptuous delivery. You pretty much covered a lot. You covered a lot. Well said. So yes, Baba is even hailing you. Well said. So and I appreciate the fact that you've been in the struggle for younger years. When you were still in school, right from 19. Also, that's what you said. 19 years of age, right? 17. Wow, you see. And nowadays, many 17 years old girls, they don't even know anything about the struggle. 20 something they don't even care. So basically, you are a young legend, to say. And we hope that with time, Nigeria will get to appreciate young lioness like you guys that put everything on the line, all the female comrades that put everything on the line for this struggle. There are lots of you, some in diaspora, some in Nigeria here. So you guys are really, how do I put it? Another word for it, like people that go against, tides, that do something uncommon. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for everything. So quickly, I think let's take maybe one or two questions from X. I don't know. Civic Space, are you with me? Is there anybody with a question there?
Yeah, I'm very much present, and there are speakers here. We've got Engineer Sani, we have a BT and I also want to ask a question. And the question where I want to ask is say, in this 6th year anniversary of the revolution now, um, by and large, when it comes to the TIB movement, and this is my own question. When it comes to the TIB movement,
Go on.
what have we done good that we need to actually build on and improve on? And what do you think the TIB needs to actually work on moving forward? Because it good make we appraise ourselves. It good make we talk about our gains, some of the feats that we have been able to pull in the last 6 years. It has been fantastic. All right. What we have been able to do in the last 6 years is nobody anybody that pays close attention to the activities of the TIB movement would actually salute the gallantry of these wonderful comrades. But I would like to say, what are the things that we have to really build on, and what are the things that we have to really moving forward to do better? All right, moving forward. I don't know if I should take the question of the next speaker, or you our speakers,
No,
our guests
no.
would like
Yeah,
to attend to my own first.
yeah. I think they should attend to your own first. So I don't know. Is any of our guests willing to take that question? So basically, he's saying that we've achieved a lot as TIB, and what is the way moving forward? How to move forward to get the movement in a better place. So civic space, I think that's basically what you were saying, right?
No, we are already in a better place. Nobody will argue that we are in a better place. But what can we do better? And
Mm,
what we need to build on. All right, we are already. There's no doubt that the TIB is a very good place in history
mm.
and in the Nigerian scheme of things. We are very, very good. All right, and our activities are
Okay.
so very, very visible. But how can you
Okay, I think Dr. Shidi wants
what
to
can
take the
we
question. So thank you.
do better?
Yeah. You know, okay, yeah, civic
Yeah.
space, thank you. I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to flip my camera and show you. This was us protesting a couple of years back in Toronto here at Dundas Square. You can see us kids, right? You see how tiny our families are. We all came out with our families.
We're not doing our thing. A lot of people don't even understand what we're talking about, what we didn't care. We're like, revolution now, revolution now. What are you guys talking about? A revolution? What revolution? What country is that? Nigeria. Where? We didn't care. And like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. I know it's always we are quick to always kick ourselves and try to make it look like we're not doing much. But like you have said, we're doing much. We're in a good place. The problem is not really us. I told you about seasons.
Religious. Like people waiting for Jesus Christ to come. You don't know when he will come. You're just getting yourself ready. So the revolution, you don't know when it's going to come. You don't know when it will happen. All we have to do is there is lots of things that we are doing that if we finish doing what we are doing well, I'm telling you, we'll still be in a better place. So I'm not looking for new things. Honestly speaking, I'm not looking for new things right now. Is just complicated. The things that we have on ground, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. I said something and Ochuko, emphasized on it. You have to accommodate. You have to understand if people are tired. Okay, they are tired. They've tried and they are tired. Okay, not because they don't like the struggle, not because they don't want to do it, but life is happening on them. That's why they are human beings. Okay, and so the people who are coming after the guys who have been there, who have moved forward, you just need to take the baton and just do, even if you just do exactly what the other people were doing. Given there are new and better ways of doing things. Like for instance, we didn't have things like TikTok. It wasn't TikTok that was reigning those days when we started Revolution Now. But now we have TikTok. Those days you couldn't even do live on YouTube. You couldn't do live on Facebook. You couldn't do live anywhere. For you to do live, you had to have this big setup with your laptop, with this and that, Twitch and all of StreamYard. StreamYard wasn't even there. Zoom wasn't even there. So what we can do is we're not going to go invent a new way of doing things. We just have to, guys have been on social media. Let the people who are more active on social media just get more active on social media. Those of us who were not on social media before, get on social media. I mean, what are you going to do? We have platforms now. There was a time we were saying we need to be on this. We are everywhere now. We're on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We're on Facebook. So there is no excuse. We don't have to do a new thing. We don't have to form a new group. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. That time will come. Honestly, nobody should be discouraged. Nobody should be depressed or thinking, when it's not happening, it's not happening. And when it will happen, it will happen. These people that are messing up, you know who they are. They by themselves have the ability to self-destruct. Now them, they bring about the thing that will cause their eventual downfall. It's not us. It's not them. Because look at every time they it's always them that mess. Look at what Sowore. What's going on between Sowore and the Nigerian police? It's by them now. Don't be by themselves. They are doing things that is messing them up. So we just have to keep doing what we're doing. Now, Chuka, I wanted to also attend to your question when you asked about, what is happening? Why is it that young people are even doing this thing? What I'm going to say right now is going to annoy a lot of people, but I don't care. That's where I've always been. The only people that I have to blame is obedience. Clearly, it's the obedience. They pull the carpet from all of us. You understand? That they did it, they have to go and remake it. Do you understand? We were all doing fine. We were all comrades. We were all doing a revolutionary thing. Suddenly, out of the blues, you came into the movement. You came into an active group, and you said, "Hey guys, no need to be revolutionary. No need to be like Omo Electoral and all these people. We need to be political. We need to go and double for Sanjo. We need to double for Atiku. We need to be with IPB." Can you imagine? You just took these young people, this NSAS revolution, and you watered down everything that they believed in. And all of a sudden, they all started talking like, you are like, am I hearing these people talking? You come and meet them on Twitter, on Spaces, and you see what young people are saying. Are you for real? Are you for real? The same me and you, that we are like, okay, we are done with anybody who is a certain age. The same you now went back and you're even campaigning for someone who is 70 something, close to 80, and you're saying it is good. And so that is the obedience should be irresponsible. They owe this generation an apology. Exactly. And that's why they are still finding it very, very difficult now. Look at what's happening now. Today you have what do they call it? Coalition. Coalition with who? Coalition with who? Now you're running to this party, running to that party. No. You need to abandon all that and get back to where you took up from. The obedient movement was the NSAS movement hijacked, and the NSAS movement was the Revolution Now movement, and Revolution Now movement was the Take It Back movement. This is an undeniable history. Thank you.
Yeah, Ochooks, I'll be very brief, be relatively brief. Those are very good questions. Thank you, Civic Spaces. And just to the first part, to reiterate also what Civic Spaces underscored. Even if TIB stops existing today, it has etched an indelible mark in the history of Nigeria and the history of struggle in Nigeria. And I say this as a conscious scholar of radical history with adequate research and evidence that shows this. The Zikist Vanguard was active for barely 3-4 years. The campaign for democracy, I was in the national leadership of the campaign for democracy. The main period of our relevance was largely 1993 to 94. After the split, we tried to get things up again by 95, 96. It didn't quite gel, and that's why we started with the UAD in 97. And even at that, neither the Zikist Vanguard nor the CD or UAD had anything like the national spread of members that TIB has. What CD leveraged on was that it was a coalition. This way, coalitions, the members are organizations. So NANS was part of the coalition, but even at that. So this is the first revolutionary movement with a critical mass in the thousands that has been in the forefront of organizing both on the streets and electorally for almost a decade now. From 2018 to now, that's 7.5 years, and still going strong. Now, to the question of where Komade, and I'll start that also from one of the pluses. It's not just that we're involved electorally in running for elections. It's that we had a totally different perspective, body of ideas in our manifesto from all the other parties. The People's Manifesto for Revolution, the AAC program, the People's Manifesto for Total Liberation, the AAC program for Revolutionary Transformation of Nigeria. Now, talking of the comma, I will start from the place of education. I said earlier that the educator must be educated. I have randomly asked AAC member supporters that I said that a significant number have never even read that manifesto before any of the documents. It's not enough just to shout revolution now. Wait till you sabi, you be master. Wait till you don't sabi, now your master. If we want to change the world, we want to change Nigeria for the better, there are no two ways about it. Serious thinking has to go through this. There's a difference between simply mobilization and organizing. Mobilization is to turn people out. Use TikTok, use X to trend and all that. Mobilization can take you only so far. Mobilization can lead to power falling into your hand, but if you are not clear about what you want to do, you won't do no jack with it. You will do better. You understand? So I think that we are on that, but we need to do better. And it's not just something that has to be top bottom. Members need to appreciate the interlinkages of education, mobilization, and organizing. And it has to start from our program, which is the manifesto. And it doesn't stop there. We need to, I can't remember which Roman, classical Rome, who said something about that. Not to know what happened before you were born is to forever remain a child. I mean, in this age and time, most of us are watching this with either our smartphone or laptop. These are gateways into a global highway of information about revolutionary history of Nigeria, of the world, the political economy of colonialism. But the thing is, it's garbage in, garbage out. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? If you don't look for those things that can help deepen your consciousness, your understanding, you would find it. So to me, that is probably the most crucial, because there are others that are they also
what could provide this scaffolding for what we do. Knowledge building, categorization of members, and so on and so forth. So there are other things too, of course, linking our different struggles. And I for one thing, that I feel we do so much with the technical and with the legal aid in getting people out of, police brutality. But to what extent do we let the world know what we're doing? To what extent do we tie this to our broader politics of defiance? So these are some of the things that I think we are doing, but we can do better on starting with the aspect on revolutionary political education. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Baba Aye. Say we should not be calling you sir, that you're not in night. And thank you so much, Dr. Shidi, for the answer to that question. You went first and you covered it a lot. Then Baba, he added a lot of mangi for us. So thank you. I think we'll take one more question from this thing. From X. We have 247 Civic Space, right? That's 247. 247 Army Ball.
Hi, great so now, comrades. Size everything. Hope everybody is good. I no come for question. I just I just say ma Heuna, ma I just come appreciate the organization. And I don't know if you guys can hear me. Am I audible, please?
Hey.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I just come to appreciate, to thank the movement, to thank TIB, to thank Revolution Now, and most importantly, to also thank our political party, African Action Congress. I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the people that that came together and and organize this and make it work, because I joined CIB 2018, and since then even though I'm not thinking of running for political office, but I'm saying my political view, my the way I think about politics, the way I think about every individual in Nigeria, both north, south, west, the way I see things, the TIB has shaped me and make me see it different, even though I have those things in me already, because I believe in socialism. I also believe in Pan-Africanism, but I'm saying thank you for TIB and the Revolution Now, and mostly our comrades too. Thank you for shaping me. Over the years, you guys have really shaped me, and now TIB have make me see it in a different dimension. So I'm happy to be part of the group. And sincerely speaking, well, I'm not backing down. We can't leave. It is not even time, because we've not even gotten what we are looking for. We will continue, to fight until when we get what we want. Okay, but I just want to use this opportunity to say thank you so much. 2018 in dates will still continue. Thank you, TIB. Thank you for everybody. I greet you. I greet everybody, Sowore, everybody that I've met along the road. I appreciate you guys all. You guys are really, really,
Thank you
you
so
guys
much.
have really shaped
Yeah, 247. Please.
my.
Thank you so much. Thank you so. Please let's squeeze in Engineer Sani, please. Please, I beg of you. 247. I beg, no face. Engineer Sani, please be as brief as possible. We just have to accommodate you and make you have a voice. So thank you so much. Engineer, are you there? Engineer Sani.
Yes.
Yeah, be as brief as possible. Thank you so much, Engineer Sani.
All right. My senior comrade and my sister in struggle. Today is not just an ordinary day. This is not just an anniversary again. This is a reminder of who we are and what we stand for, and what they are trying to so hard to erase from our hearts. I stand here or talk here with a heart full of faith, but also full of pride. I want to first salute the ones who refuse to go, and those who live this fire even when it costs them their freedom. Omole Sowore, a man who looked the oppressor in their eye and said, "Do your worst." And Baba Aye, Dr. Chidi, Omomi, and the rest, with the other my senior comrade, Mr. Fresh, Omo Knight, Auntie Chichi. I salute you all, and I salute every revolutionary who is still standing and still breathing, still believing, because my comrade, we are at war, and not war of gun, but a war for the minds, where they have managed to turn many of ours, brother and sister, against very idea of revolution. And to be honest with ourselves, after answers, according to the question that you asked, after answers, everything changed. The killings, the betrayal, and the silence that follow it. It did something to our people. The establishment attacking us in a way that bullet alone could never do, and they injected fear into our hearts. They used hunger to
Please allow him to go, allow him to speak.
And they used media to twist our story. And now look around. The same youth who chanted revolution now are now saying protest is a waste of time. And people are tired, not because the cause is wrong, but because the system has mastered the art of making us feel hopeless. And they have made us think survival is more important than dignity. And they have made us fight for crumbs instead of fighting for the victory, and divided us with tribe, religion, and political party colors. and turn our struggle into a joke on TV and newspaper. But my people, to be the truth, this is the system greatest weapon to make us believe, make you believe you are powerless. But you are not powerless. We are a powerful and we are powerful. We just forgot. This revolution is not dead. It is wounded and it is bleeding, yes, but it is not dead. We need to change how we fight. No more relying only on hashtag, no more waiting for one leader to call a protest. Each of us must become a leader in our community, and we need to start with person next to us in the markets, in the bus stop, in our own family. We must build the confidence that was stolen from us. And let me just round up. The government think we have given up and they believe they have won, but they don't understand something. The people who have nothing left to lose are the most dangerous people on earth. We are the people. We are those people, and we will not stay silent, and we will not kneel, and do not ask for permission to demand what is ours. As well, liberation is not a luxury, and it is our right. And today, the rights we are speaking, we make it clear. We have to make it clear and say it with wherever you are. Then they can stab us, but they cannot arrest us. But they will never own our minds. We are the revolutionary and we are the future. We are the one they fear, and we are just getting started. So, according to the question where this Mr. Fresh, that is Civic Space, asks to improve the movement, let me have something to. I have something to say. Firstly, shift from the process to strategies organizing. Protests are powerful, but we need to build structure on the ground. Organizing a small revolutionary cell in communities like market, school, place of worship. This cell will be center for education, planning, and local mobilizations. And the revolution must not be just a reaction. It must be constant, structured actions. Secondly, building political education and consciousness, as I believe we are doing that. But the revolution will grow stronger when people understand the things they are, the way they are. That is, political literacy must go deeper into the grassroots. Regular discussions, workshops, and street talk and WhatsApp group dedicated to political education. And people fight harder when they know the enemy well. Then thirdly, we have to reclaim the narrative from the systems. The system used media to kill movement, and we must build our own media platforms like podcasts, community radio, street bulletins, and we must pollute every space with a revolutionary message, share success story of activism, show the people that resistance works. Then focus on small victories to build morale. Don't wait for a big nation wide of rising. Start with local battle, exposing corrupt from the local officials, community protests against bad roads and hospitals and schools, and legal action that challenge impunity. And small win build confidence and belief in the power of collective actions. Then use electoral strategy without losing ideological purity. I'm done. The revolution must prefer to engage in election, but with ideology first. Suppose only candidate who align with the revolution principle, not party loyalty, and mobilize voters not just for election, but as a movement to expose proud and hold leaders accountable. And lastly, sacrifice and patience.
Okay, comrade, please round it up.
Okay, in summary, revolution is alive, but to improve it, we must organize deeply and educate constantly, control our narrative, win small victories, multiply leaderships, engage elections wisely, and embrace sacrifice. Revolution is not a date, it is a culture. If we build that, inshallah, we cannot be stopped. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, especially for. Okay. Baba, you want to go?
No. I just wanted to say I really thanks so much, engineer and also civic space. He said that was honorable. That was an excellent intervention, and I agree with it. So especially also about building structures, building cells. That's why I talk about the nexus of education, mobilization, and organizing. There's a lot of mobilization that can be done, that is done with social media, and also could be useful for organizing. Organizing is also about building. We have some structures used to consolidate on this, and I'll still reiterate education, and he spoke to it also about ideological dimensions of our struggles and what is to be done. So yeah, excellent interventions by all the speakers. Thank you very much. Revolution
now. Yeah, thank you very much, Baba. Yeah, and Engineer Sani, that was a good one, but at a point, it went on too long. So, civic space, I think we had our section now on X. So we'll just go around our speakers now to give us, a last submission, so that we'll try and round up this this program. Let me bring Ewati back on. I think we lost her for a minute there. So I think now, as we're rounding up, we should, just probably focus on solutions on how to move really forward, because everybody has been saying some sort of solution. So I want to hear from the three guests that are here tonight, since we did not have the privilege of having our convener here. So I will start with Dr. Shidi before Ewati comes up. I'll start with Dr. Shidi. But we know we have tried. Yes, we can pat ourselves on the back that we are trying and all those things. But basically, since the destination is still far, it means we have to keep working. And if we have to keep working, we have to keep strategizing. We have to keep inventing new ideas. The tides have changed, as Dr. Shidi rightly pointed out, that there's seasons for all these sort of things. So, unfortunately, the seasons that we have now is the season of youth, repeating the mistakes of our forefathers, trying to play politics in the way that the establishment prefer politics to be played. They don't want to play a politics that is centered around liberation and systematic change, which we have tagged as revolution. So I think we should look forward. We can blame Nigerians, we can say the seasons have changed, we can say that we are trying and all those things, but basically, I'm somebody that believes that if you want to get something done or anything worth doing, is worth doing well. So I would like to think that there is a lot of room for improvement on our own part as revolutionaries to draw much more Nigerians to us, especially in a country of over 200 million people. If we cannot boast of 1 million supporters, I would like to think that it's because there is a lot of room from improvement, down from the leadership structure, down to membership and everything. So we should also put some of the blames on our shoulder, that even as we are trying, there is a lot of room for improvement, a lot of things that we can do. So I would like to hear from the three of us, the three guests that are here, and to say what we can do to really improve things. This is real solutions now that we are looking for what we can do, things we can implement in the shortest time, within the next 5-6 months, that we can see real change, call to actions, whatsoever that we have to do, from the leadership down to the members and everything, to really bring change to people and draw people to us more. So I don't know. So Dr. Shidi, I'll take you first if you are still with us. Then before we
Yes,
move over.
I'm with us, but
Okay.
just permit me to speak with my camera off.
No
Now,
problem, sir.
yeah, you see, again, I'm not carried away with what I see. I've been there, done that. I'm not very, very old, but in this short time that I spent, I've been in organizations and I've seen different seasons of organizations. I've seen things, come and go, rise and fall. So that is the position from where I speak. I know things will not always be like this. Things will change. Okay, things will still change. It may happen in my time. It may happen not in my time, but I know it will happen. The change is something that is constant. But when it comes to an organization like ours, because of the absence of action out there, what you find out that has happened is that, and it happens in organizations, we tend to now turn around and we turn on ourselves. When we had a lot of action happening, when we had people to confront, then we were very, very busy. Nobody had time for what we're seeing right now. But it's appalling. It is not sitting when you look inside our groups and you see the kind of things that people are, like you said, there are millions of people out there who are not even doing what we're doing, who are not sacrificing, who are not putting their jobs on the line, their families on the line, their lives on the line, sowing, putting their money, putting things. But then within that little group that is sacrificing, we knock on ourselves and we insult ourselves, we pick on ourselves. We just wake up and just start attacking the other people. We can blame and attack leadership. Some people they have a default position. It's leadership. If they are sleeping and you wake them up, it's leadership. If you ask them which leadership, I don't know. It's just leadership. It's leadership now. Which one? We'll name the person because I don't know. But let's just blame leadership. And then what I'm trying to say with all this is that we must stop eating ourselves from inside. Okay, it's time that we are revolutionaries, or whatever we call ourselves. It doesn't mean we are people without training. It doesn't mean that we are people without decency. The proof of how revolutionary you are is not by your ability to insult people, use the most profane words, sound uncontrollable. No, that's not it. You can still be revolutionary and be decent. If we can go back to those days where I'm not begging for respect, but I'm begging for let's just focus on the job that we came there to do. I'm telling you, it's something serious. We suddenly just forget. We forget that we came from places when we met each other. I meet you now. The first day I met you, Ochuko, you know how we related. I was surprised at some of the things I came to know about you. I asked some questions. That is who you are. That's what I know about you. That's what you know about me. But all of a sudden, inside this movement thing, inside this activism thing, inside this comrade thing, I suddenly forget who you are. And all I see is just a comrade to attack. I forget that you have kids, you have a wife, you have a business, you live somewhere, you have families, you have responsibilities, you're a human being, you're somebody who has sown into the movement. Let's go back to that. Let's begin to bond again like a family. I know some people who are very, very, once they hear me say family, they say, hey, don't come. Very soon now you go say we'll be family. No, we'll be family now. Even people that person will one day you want to wake up and hear Dr. Chidi say we are not family. No, you can't get that from me. We're still family. Even people when they do France, they're family. So let's get back to that. Become comrades. In fact, comrades are even stronger than families because they are like people in a
Exactly.
battlefront. You know, I used to say, if I don't trust you, if you have a gun and I can't trust you behind me, you know, then what are we doing? What are we doing? If you have a loaded pistol and I have a loaded pistol and we're in a battlefront, I should be able to trust that you won't just turn it on me and shoot me. That's how much comrades trust each other. And that's what we're doing. So I don't want to point on so many things. I just want to grab on that and focus on that. Let's go back to that spirit of camaraderie. If it's not family, let us call it camaraderie. The people who don't like family, let them use camaraderie. Go back to the spirit of camaraderie. This is when you just get up and just talk about a complaint like it's one. Come on, are you kidding me? You know, let's not be doing that. That's not good. If we can just go back and start from that and build each other up, we're going to make mistakes. We're not going to be perfect. If you think the leadership is not doing well, why don't you just like what I spoke before? You talked about millions of people out there, and you're right. But can you imagine if everybody mobilizes? Forget about leadership. I may be a leader and I don't even know how to work. What do you call it? I don't know how to work the social media. Are you going to blame me? You won't blame me. You that can work the social media, it's not because you're here. You know what you're able to do. You're one man now. It's worse. All of these people, all of you guys, you're doing how many? Let everybody. In fact, before you can say leadership did something, show me what you have done. If you can't show me what you have done, then just shut up and stop blaming leadership. You know, on that note, if I sound harsh, my apologies, but it's just the truth. Okay, let's get back to how we were before. And there's a lot of work to be done. We'll continue to do it. We are not tired. When that day happens, the people that thought we were done, they'll be so shocked. You see some people like us now. Once in a while, people say, "Oh, that one is done. It's no longer there. It's sleeping." Things are happening in the background. You don't know, and then we pop up and do what we're doing. I will keep going. All right. So thank you for this opportunity to be part of this revolution now.
Revolution now. Thank you very much, Dr. Shidi. Thank you for preaching to us. So basically, you're preaching love and unity amongst comrades. That we should stop, attacking each other and be one. We should stop, the habit of, I don't know, maybe stubbornness as revolutionaries. That stubbornness is not a trademark of being revolutionaries. Yeah, I get that. But every of us have.
Go and be stubborn to government.
To government, exactly. So thank you very much, sir. But I will have to point it out that did not really answer my question directly, because I was seeking for solutions. But if maybe you think us, uniting amongst our rank better is possibly a solution to, us doing better as comrades.
Let me paint a better picture for you. I told you before. And what we have right now, contrary to what people may think, and those who prove the platform, and I think Babayo said it, we are set up. We are the only organization that we have a movement. We have Take It Back. What else do you want? We have so many platforms. We have a Take It Back movement for mobilizing people. We have the revolution now. We're going out there to protest and demand what we want. We have a political party.
Yes, sir, I understand. But what I'm pointing out here is the growth, the expansion of these platforms.
How did we? That's what I'm saying, Chuku. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That how did we get to where we are before? It's because of the things that we're doing. So if we are able to get back to what we were doing before, we will just see that growth happening.
Exactly.
I'm telling you. That's what I'm trying to. Which other new thing am I going to tell you to do? Which other? Because all those things to be done, they are there.
If we mobilize your neighborhood, is there another, unless you want me to, I don't know another English to speak, mobilize your neighborhood, or what do you want leadership to do? Leadership should call a meeting, and if you don't come, or you say leadership should just change somebody you don't like because you don't like them. Because you think you're the only one. Because people are thinking very personal and myopic. You're just in one small corner with some group thinking that you understand. No. Look at the bigger picture. Look at there's 36 states. What may be happening in one state, and you are summarizing the movement based on that. Look at the other 35 states. The other 35 states don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Exactly. You don't even know what is happening in other places. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's pull back. We have what it takes. Trust me, we have what it takes. If we come back, if there's something I don't, if there's something I don't know,
united, yes.
Yes, if there's something I don't know, I approach you. But right now, we have broken fences. There are people we are not talking to. We'll rather enter the bush than go and ask them for the way. How would that work? It won't work now.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for rephrasing your whole this thing. I get it better now. It means we already have the mechanics, we have the structure, we have the system there, we have the idea there. What we are just lacking now is us working in unity to bring that idea heart to the people in a broader way that they would understand and join us more, because we are not taking collective mechanized actions. So I think yes, the unity amongst comrades, especially not just comrades within the Take It Back movement, all revolutionaries, across Nigeria and in diasporas. I think everybody that have this idea of being revolutionaries, idea of the system needs to change. I think we are not really united enough. So that's like
sorry, my brother. Sorry, look, we descended to the level where we now come to. I mean, we are busy. Can we focus on the issue of volume? Because I think that I don't agree that things are exactly we have to change. It's true. Because there's a story. You cut me off because you're putting this part, which is actually, as Okit earlier said, different from even the question they asked. But the thing is this. No. Wait, I let you talk, but let me make this point. You come to the point where we come for meeting. For months, we are trying to resolve the issue between one boy and one girl. I've had one boy slap one girl. I had one boy's that see that one bus. But this is not even something to joke with. One boy slap one girl. You're joking with that, but that. No. I'm not joking with you. No. I take it like that might be what you were trying to do. No, I'm using. I'm being. No, don't use. I insist, please. Don't use. No. Let me before when I talk about Baba, I take exception. Before, when I spoke about family, you took on me. You can't do that now. When I talked about family, using an example of one boy slapping again. No, but I would learn things like that. Okay, when I talked about the father in a family, you saw something wrong with that, because does it mean that there are no mothers? I'm talking from a cultural perspective. If I say father, there are some families where the woman is the father, where the woman is the head of the family. So when I talk like that, I meant the leader in the family. There are some families where the senior brother, that is the head of the family. There are some families where the junior brother is the breadwinner. But I'm talking, so when I say father, and you pick on father, and you make it look like I'm not feminist, that was wrong. So even right now, we have passed that bus stop. You know why I even busting was? We're in this bus stop now. We're in this bus stop, and you're repeating the same thing. No, okay, when you land, you can keep on. My brother. So when I talk like that, don't pick on me saying, I'm just trying to say that we focus on things that we came to do on the business, not things that are all related to activism. cat. I take back man and woman that I said before. Let's not be discussing dogs slapping cats. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Over.
Shidi. I understand that it was just like a figure of speech, not like that is actually what they're arguing about, because we all know what they were arguing about at that time. So I took it that you decided to use that figure of speech.
But it didn't go well with Baba, yeah. Okay, so I like that little fire that just burned. Just at least as revolutionaries, at times the fire just it has to spark. So that's what makes us. So I think Baba Aye, you've been with us and you heard my questions, and I want to hear from your own angle too, because we are the as we are closing up, we need to be on solutions on how to further the struggle, on how to do things better as a movement, and the revolution now. It's been 6 years. We shouldn't be. I know the struggle is almost never ending, but our aim to achieve what we aim to achieve as this revolution now, this thing, it shouldn't be like a marathon, because people are buying every day in Nigeria. People are suffering. People are, many are even frustrated with a lot of things, and they think the only way out of their suffering now is the lesser evil mentality. And for me, I've said it before, I like to take thought for certain things that if I say I want to save somebody, I say I want to save the country. And instead of the country being actually saved, we have people falling back to the old system. I think if I'm the convener of such a movement or this thing, I think I will also shoulder some blame that what am I not really doing right? You understand? Why are people falling back to places that they've been from, that we are trying to pull them from? So they are going to darker places. You understand? This coalition, I can't believe that Nigerian youth are agreeing to coalition of people like Malami, Rufai, Atiku, and all those things. So it's like take one step into the pit, they are taking more step into the pit with a in a backward way. So please, we need to strategize, we need to re-strategize. Our duty is to liberate this country, and as liberators, we must, at a point in time, just sit down, look at everything and say, how are we going to move from this point to the point where we'll be further to the liberation of this country, instead of, looking like it's all falling back. So I think that's the question. Solution, sir.
Thank you very much. But before going there, I need to clarify something. There's this saying that for those who know, to say that we have not seen something like this before, it's just to scare people. It is not new. I have been an active revolutionary for 41 years. And I've not just been part of every major coalition or group in that period. I've been very, very active. Talk of Campaign for Democracy, talk of the Nationality of Nigerian Students, talk of United Action for Democracy, talk of, you can go on and on. And honestly speaking, if Chidi had been in any of this, he will see that what he's thinking is a big thing in CIB is nothing compared to the kind of things you had. It's only natural. There'll be heated debates. Honestly, so me, what's this guy who said that looking for revolution, for change is like looking for rain without thunder and lightning. Frederick Douglass, but it's not even only outside, it is natural, and that's why it's the kind of thing that Femi Kuti was talking of, that how can you be talking of obedience? A typical revolutionary is a disobedient person.
Exactly.
Where there will be problem is if these engagements affect work. But to me, one of the things I have loved most, there have been heated debates just a few weeks before some mass actions like the 7, but everybody then did what? Join us together to move. So that to me, it cannot be moral dampening when the broad picture is not seen. Maybe also partly because people don't see this as something that has always been there, even in worse forms. So it is not, conflict is not necessarily dysfunctional. Iron sharpeneth iron. So it's important to stress that since this has come up. Now to the issue of what's to be done. The place to start, as I said, the struggle is a matter, and there are different moments, different situations. So we always need to carry out an analysis of each situation. What are the issues? What are the objectives we should try to achieve at each moment in history for us to be able to take that struggle forward towards revolutionary total liberation? Now, at this moment, some of the key things will be laying structures. And I'm happy about engineer Sani, I think, who said, look, and one of the things I'm proud of is that in a couple of states, you have not just local government structures, you have ward structures. But several states don't even have ward structures. He has spoken of even beyond ward structure to cells. To me, this is one key thing that should be part of what we need to be trained now in this particular period. The second, or related to that, which I've also earlier mentioned, is education. We should not have any member of Take It Back that has not gone through the AAC manifesto. We should not have any member of Take It Back that is not in tune with at least the basics of revolutionary history in Nigeria and even globally. To have a clear idea of how to go forward, you need to understand where you're coming from. We should not have taken back as that don't even have basic grasp of the political economy of Nigeria, that don't have a clear understanding of the contending classes and their interests. We've run a series of orientation programs, but we need to deepen the political education work with it. Thirdly, the current situation also has to do with the forthcoming elections in 2027. Excuse me. I was happy about something you said, that if we don't have up to 1 million, it means that we have a lot of more work to do, supporters, not even members. But there are several challenges that throw this up, including the fact that the dominant ideas in every society are the ideas of the dominant classes. Then also they have money. Don't forget that election, even with regards to, what do they call it, polling agents. So if you have polling agents, everybody the kind of money is backbreaking, that it is those that have stolen our money that have. So all this matter, but yes, we should be able to improve much more than our showing in past elections. And a lot of people have been working in this direction. Bodies like the Unstoppable Friends of Sowore, and we need to look at all possible strategies and tactics to consolidate on our electoral spend, on our electorate. We need to take the 2027 elections in a different way. We need to start on time. We need to do a lot of 1 win 1, 1 win 10, and we need to, and that's why I say it's not as if we'll be starting from there. I really love what the UFOS comrades are doing. We are taking back, I said. But we need to have a campaign strategy, a clear one, and so on and so forth. And we are done. So To me, these are some of the key things. Then lastly, we have been doing this, but I think we need to do it better. Linking with struggles of the people and linking with them with the ultimate aim. What am I saying, for example? For example, where you have had demolition of communities, we have gone there to join them to fight against those that come to demolish it. Often, not always with success, like with Sowore. But to what extent do we also now let them know that, look, the reason why this is happening is because there's a system in which some oppressors are in control. And these oppressors are the ones that will now come to you with rice to get your vote. So to stop further demolition for yourself, for your children, you need to fight against them. That's this. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Going beyond. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, so we need to do more of not only fighting battles for different sections of the oppressed and exploited, but showing them the linkages. Showing them the linkages and tying the threads together to show them this. So these are for me key things that we should do to build on the great work that Taking Backers are doing. What's and all. We're not perfect. We are mortals. So we should not expect perfection where we have done well, we are doing well, but there's a lot more we can do, and these are some of the key things in this particular moment that I think we can and should do in organizing for revolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Baba. Yeah, thank you for that wonderful submission. I believe everyone got that loud and clear. So it's left for us as take it backers, as you call it, as comrades, as revolutionaries, as I like to call all of us. And I think we should, put everything into perspective. Have a real meeting, not these what we are doing here, and every ideas should be put together, and how to effect them, how to make it work. We should all come together, we should all unite. I think that's also the point that Dr. Shidi was making, that without being united, anything it won't work. We have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of people with brains, a lot of things that we know can work, but everybody, all hands has to be on deck. Not when this one is doing, they say, oh, now your own be that. If this one is doing something, now your own be that. This one. So yes, I think that disunity is there, and that is part of what is dragging us down a lot. So I hope that those that can facilitate how we can unite, and because even Dr. Shide as the director general is even confused as how to not straightforward as how to truly unite us. He's just offering the words, but I think we should take actions, unite ourselves better first within our ranks, then we take actions. All the ideas are there, is how to make it work. That is the problem. And I think somebody said something about if the wise people refuse to do nothing, the fools who do something will rule over the wise. You understand? So even as effective, as smart as we are, as brave as we are the one facing bullets, facing talks, facing everything, doing everything, fighting for the oppressed and everything. But there are certain kind of actions I think we need to take to really effect, to pull Nigerians over to us we've test run this thing, and this what we need is more publicity. That's just the truth, to be seen more often. Nigerians, they like people that are seen, that they see, that they hear from very often. And for this to happen, we need to be organized between ourselves. Otherwise, the system is trying to suppress us already. So imagine us not being united to put our heads above the water when the system is already there trying to suppress us. There is no part of this other political class or the ruling class, nobody of it, no arms of it that is not trying to oppress us. Is it APC? They are trying to suppress us by all means. Is it PDP? Is it the obedient? All of them, they are trying to suppress us, both online and offline. That is why they have all turned to anti-protest, because they know that is how we can, get to the people. So if they are being, protest is like they're helping us to even organize the people to our side, because they know what we are capable of in that end. So that is why they are not even going on that way at all. So even online, they suppress us. So we just need to do better between ourselves. I believe we have enough numbers within our ranks that if we are organized, properly organized, like everybody is working together, all hands on deck, we can get it right. We can get it right. Not when we're having online actions and all those things. We just see few people, and so we need to be more organized. But that's a back end discussion. I hope that I can just sit on my own and say, and just get a message that this is the meeting we are calling for, and these are the things we want to discuss, because I'm in no position to call for those kind of meetings. But those that are in charge should, just take note, find a way to arrange. Let's all, how would I put it? Everybody that is in charge, or everybody that all stakeholders, let me just put it like that, stakeholders, everybody that has the interest of the movement at heart should just come. A general meeting for all members, ESCOs or whatsoever. Let's just wrap up everything and see how we can take the movement to the next level. There is no time. Nigerians are buying, they are hungry and everything, and this is the only movement in the country. That's why I joined. This is the only movement in the country where there is an atom of hope, more than hope. There is true liberation here. You understand? So if we get it right, Nigeria will get it right. That is why I'm always beating us. How do we get it right? Solution, solution, solution. Because this is the only way. So if we are not getting it right, Nigerians will keep suffering for whatever it is that we are failing to do to really get it right. As revolutionaries, we have to be fluid. We change with the tide. If this thing is going like this, let's be fluid. Let's be like water, and just, get things right. So thank you very much, Baba. Yeah, you are the only one on the speaker section here now, Dr. Shidi. He tested me just now that he has to go. So, and we lost Comrade Ewati a few minutes ago. So we'll be closing the curtain now. So thank you guys on Twitter, on TikTok. Thank you for staying with us. We're not able to stream on Facebook. So thank you very much for staying with us. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure. And I've learned a lot from yourself, Dr. Shidi, and even Comrade Ewati. So thank you very much. And I will keep pushing the struggle. And congratulations to every comrade. I just want to say it. Congratulations to every comrade of the Take It Back movement and the revolution now. Happy anniversary to us once again. And this is the 6th year, and we keep pushing. And I hope that very soon we get to our promised land. Thank you very much. Aluta Continua Victoria Asata. Revolution now.
Now.
So guys, that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Please, I'd like to. There's a quick announcement. Somebody reach out to Civic Space. One of us who is in need of a job is a qualified. He is an educationist. He graduated from the university, studying BE Ed. He had BE Head, something like that. A degree in education essentially. So if you have a vacancy where anyone can teach, please reach out to Civic Space so that we can forward that to appropriate the persons that will apply for the job. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been such a wonderful night together with fellow comrades. So thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you.